connection between wokeness and China? Who better to ask than Thomas Jefferson High School, which is under investigation for its equity policies and now might find itself part of another investigation. Our very own Sarah Williamson is here with us live in the studio with more. Sarah.
Well, this is a very controversial topic because this is one of the top public schools in the country, and it is the subject of controversy after receiving over $1 million worth of donations from Chinese interests going back as far as 2014. Now, this all comes to light when a member of the organisation Parents Defending Education receives a bunch of documents showing the donations from Chinese entities, including some that were connected to the Chinese military. Now, president and founder of the organisation, Nicole Neily, is raising the alarm bells over this discovery.
With Thomas Jefferson in particular, I think it raises significant national security concerns. A lot of the students at Thomas Jefferson actually do what's called mentorships with various federal agencies, DARPA, the Department of Defense, the State Department, programs like that. And so again, with these students having access, with having security clearances to a lot of sensitive projects, if and when these Chinese-linked entities came over, brought back information to China, what did that give their government access to?
Now, this isn't unusual, unfortunately. The Chinese Communist Party has already infiltrated America's higher education system through Confucius Institutes, which I have reported on in the past. But now this shows that they are targeting children's education. Parents Defending Education are calling for an investigation into the funding by writing letters to Virginia's Governor Glenn Youngkin and Attorney General Jason Miyares. Now, I reached out to Fairfax County Public Schools for a statement on this, but they declined to comment. Katrina and John.
Well, Sarah, is this something that you were surprised to learn about? Because when I heard that you were working on the story, China connected to wokeism here in the United States, I found that very interesting, especially because we were looking at a poll yesterday where most Americans think woke is a good thing.
I actually as well, look, to be honest, when I first heard the word woke, it was tied to being a good thing, but this was many years ago. And I think now as the word has grown, it has now turned into a bad thing. But this has that connection to China now. It really does. And I wasn't surprised to hear the tie, but to hear it tied to the education system as well, I also wasn't surprised because this is something that has been going on for a really long time. I haven't been working on this in the higher education system, and there has been several universities all throughout the country that have been working with Chinese entities and receiving funding from them.
Lots of donations.
A lot of them, but to hear it going through to like pre-K schools and secondary schools, this is really something else because they're using these children as well to get information, which is scary.
Yeah, really infiltrating America.
Yeah,
scary stuff.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Sarah.